Alright, guys. Sorry, I had to get the screen thing like this. Normally in videos, for news-related videos, I do not, normally in, news-related videos, I do not, make videos like this. But because this is off this news thing will be off, like a 20-second clip, or somewhere around there, a very short clip here. I figured I'm gonna talk about this, just showing this off here, and my thoughts on this. So this is Shrek 5, we have a fifth Shrek movie coming out. And people were already skeptical about Shrek 5 as it is, because, we've had sequels before where they ran their course. But people, I think, were kind of excited about Shrek because, Shrek, was pretty popular and all that. I will say, though, a lot of people do not like the third one, and there are people that don't like the fourth one. The fourth one, I definitely don't understand why people don't like it. The third one, I can kind of see where some people might not like it. Some people are actually flat out hate the third one. I've watched the third one. I've done a review on it if you guys want to check it out. Heck, I might even put it in the link in the description for you guys. Just because I think it's overhated. I don't think it deserves as much hate. It has some stupid moments in it. Trust me, it does. I've talked about some very stupid and cringe stuff in it, but for the most part, it was not really that bad. Now this is where I'm going to be talking about this in the video, and this is actually kind of bad. And this is where I can't really defend it much, because I actually don't like it myself. But I know we're 2 minutes in the video, but I'm just kind of explaining why the video is going to be different here. I'll kind of explain more on the way. But if you guys haven't already, please subscribe to my channel. Hit the notification bell. I'm trying to get to 1K subs. I'm like halfway there. Thank you guys for the support. I'm still going to try to make a reward video for you guys for 500 subs. I just have to get around to it. And I will have one for 1,000 subs. It'll be a super big one. So yeah, I will have a super big one there. Also you guys can follow me on Instagram and Twitter. Twitter/X, whatever people want to call it these days. Technically it's called X, but you guys can call it Twitter too. I'm kind of calling it X because, I've heard people have gotten, in trouble for calling stuff false information and all that, technically it's not a news thing, but still, most people call it Twitter anymore anyway. It's still technically Twitter. They changed the X, but I think it even says Twitter, I think I've seen it, at least some of my apps, unless they haven't been updated, have, say Twitter when you go into it, but it has an X, But, yeah, basically you can follow me on there, too, and all that, but I think I'm done with the introductions, so let's go ahead and actually get into this. So, though, this is, Shrek 5's, teaser trailer, well, this is actually not, I don't think this is actually a trailer. It's not a trailer for, the Shrek 5 movie. I think this is just, a parody thing. Shrek does this stuff all the time. I think they've made parodies in the past. They made some parodies in the past and all that, but heck, there's even, a short and all that, parodies, that parodies, well, actually, this wasn't an upcoming movie thing, but they did parody a short with, with Shrek having a nightmare and all about zombies and all that, and then they do a Michael Jackson, thing, which is pretty funny, and all that. We've had parodies, of Hollywood, where we have, I forgot his name, Samuel. I think his name's Samuel. Something. I don't remember. I forgot his name. He appears a lot. He actually isn't in a lot of stuff anymore. I think I've heard some stories about him not being like the greatest guy ever. Not a horrible guy, like, but not a great. Like, I think he's got problems, but I don't know. But my point is Shrek has made tons of pop cultures, and they made fun of a lot of stuff before. Disney too, and they made fun of that. And they've had these little mini shorts occasionally too. Apparently there was even a dance once. They had like a dance too and all that. But they made some shorts before, and I think that's kind of what this is. It's kind of this and all that. My thing is though is this one is bad. This one is definitely bad. Like, the designs don't look well. Donkeys and I'll say Donkeys and Pinocchio's designs look pretty bad. I mean, like they don't even look like themselves. Shrek looks a little bit off too. Like I don't like his bigger eyes and all that. Fiona doesn't look super bad. I was trying to see what noise it was. I think somebody's riding a motorcycle. Yeah, I'm out in Fulton, so there's going to be that going on, because I didn't have time to make the video earlier today. I was going to, but didn't have time, because I forgot to put this on the charger last night, because, I mean, I could have made this video on my phone, on my other phone, but my other phone's low on space, and I don't really like using it as much as I do anyway, just because it's got problems where, like, I mean, I'll make some videos on it, but it has problems. Like, I have issues where the phone will, like it's kind of a pain to, like, it'll put crap in the trash and all that, and, I mean, to be fair, I guess technically I'm not wanting to delete these videos, I'm backing them up, but it's also kind of a pain to figure out if it's on the SD card and all that. I mean, I could probably figure out how to tell at some point, but there's a lot more work into the phone than this one, so that's why I'm kind of using this one. I mean, I'll use the other one sometimes, but right now it's getting very low on space, so, yeah, but I'm going to try to start using it more. I will continue using this one, though, just because this one's, the speech and text thing is so much better on here and all that, and I think it's just it's better. I mean, it doesn't have the best battery compared to the other phone, but it's still much better than the other phone in lots of ways. The other phone has its good moments, but it's still not great. But, that's kind of why I'm using this phone here, even though, like I said, the battery life is not the best on it, and I'm not really making an actual card video here, but I was going to talk about the designs, though. See, this is kind of where why I kind of wanted to do a screenshot of this. Not a screenshot, why I wanted to do this. I mean, I guess I could have made a screenshot of this particular thing. But I feel like, I don't know, I think I could have probably just done that. That probably would have been easier. I can't do that now, but it's alright. I mean, I can do it next time, but I wasn't thinking there. But the reason why I want to talk about this is because of the whole AI thing. See, people are actually getting upset because they're like, this doesn't mean this is AI and all that, and, I mean, I'm not saying everything made in Hollywood and all that, or in general, is AI. But honestly, this one, I can kind of see, I feel like it is kind of it's AI. Well, at least with the designs. I don't know about the writing, but with the designs, I mean, look over here. Like, look at like, Fiona here. I mean, her face kind of looks, her face actually kind of looks normal here, but, like, well, her face kind of looks normal, like, in her eyes, they look kind of like themselves. But look at the other characters, like, the eyes do not match. They don't match. Usually, I mean, this can happen sometimes where the eyes don't match, but usually they match. But, like, Shrek and Donkey's, eyes and all that are, like, much bigger. Not to be fair, technically, there is a they are a bit more shocked. But also, if you look at Fiona, like look at her, like look at her arm. That's definitely AI there. As someone who has used AI before, because I told you, I reviewed an AI video. I reviewed it. Honestly, I don't really like using AI too much, but I kind of been using it for my DaVinci art thing. That's also somewhere I make art for people. And that's only because, you know, some of the stuff costs money and all that, and I don't want to deal with that, but I much rather just actually, you know, do that, because AI can do some weird crap. Trust me, it can. And you guys can look at Fiona's arm. Like, look at it. It looks fake. Like, it looks like it looks like she has a sleeve underneath her arm. And look at her hand. Her hand is like behind, like it's behind, like, donkeys, but look, like, if you look very close, like, let me see if I can zoom in here, I can't zoom in anymore, well, you guys can see it over there, like, look, it's, like, behind his ear, but look, it looks all kind of, like, it looks like it's fake, like, you can tell at the wrist and all that, like, look, it looks off, and underneath donkeys, you know, I mean, you could say maybe it's part of the grass here, but that could be part of the grass, but I guess that's supposed to be her fingers, but that's definitely not her fingers, so this crap right here totally looks like AI, like, it doesn't even look real. Like, it does not even look real, it looks totally fake, and, I don't like that. I'm like, like I said, I use AI because I can't afford, you know, like, to like, artists and all that, and a lot of people who make DaVinci art do it by themselves anyway, but then you got, you know, these studios out here that have, like, millions and millions of dollars. Actually, I mean, these are billion-dollar companies, not million, like, billion-dollar companies out here making this crap here, you know? And I've heard some stories about, like, DreamWorks getting rid of their AI, replacing people with AI and all that, and that's not a very good thing to do, you know? I'm like, you're tossing your freaking, you know, family over, you're not family, you're tossing over your co-workers over here and all that, like, I'm sure a good chunk of them are probably already left Hollywood anyway, and are probably doing stuff somewhere else. Because honestly, if you think about it, a lot of Hollywood stuff, like, if it's not popular enough, a lot of times, like nostalgic stuff. See, Hollywood is banking on a lot of nostalgic stuff. So a lot of this new shit, like this new shows and all that they're making, like, let's say they had a reboot of the Fairly Odd Parents and all that. They did, and then they also rebooted, like, Johnny Test and all that. I mean, those were popular shows, but they were reboots of the original shows, and I've noticed they're not getting as much episodes on them, and that's kind of what's happening with, you know, other shows, too, you know, if you notice, like, they only get, like, 1 season or 2 seasons, it's like, I mean, they've always kind of done this in Hollywood, but they've been really banking down on it, you know, they have, and even Paramount, like, although they're making more original, like, they're not original, they're making more shows focusing on something besides SpongeBob, they're rebooting other stuff. I've even heard, them talking about that they're gonna make another Danny Phantom comic book, which is good. Danny Phantom, you know, needs some love. The problem is, though, they're focusing on that stuff, but not making really new stuff, so artists can't, you know, make new stuff. But that's the problem, too. Like, we have all this now. We got all this crap here and all that. And, yeah, I totally think this is freaking AI. I do think this crap. Like, you can definitely tell. Like, I do not like using the word, like, I don't like saying things are AI made all the time. But this has totally got to be AI. Like I said, if you look at Fiona's, you know, like, you know, stuff that are not, like, if you look at her, like, arm and all that. Actually, I'm going to turn it down real quick just to see what, I'm not going to play the whole trailer, but I wanted to see what we got here. Oh yeah, I forgot too. I got this cast stuff on here. They got all the cat. They're like showing the cast off. Press the finger like there we go. Oh, I guess that maybe it's Shrek's hand is what that's supposed to be. Yeah, I think that might be Shrek's hand. I don't know, but but also if you notice too, they show off like Fiona's got that dirty look. She's got that dirty look on her eyes and all that, and she even says something about like Shrek's like pointing out like flirting with him and all that on there. Like that's not like Fiona at all either. So not only do the designs look bad, but the characters kind of like Fiona and all that kind of. I mean, we don't see a lot of the other characters, but yeah, Fiona's kind of definitely not feeling like herself and all that. But yeah, the thing is though, yeah, this short though, I'm guessing too. I actually have been talking more. I've been talking more about the actual looks and all that, but I was trying to rewind it and see if I could see anything on like the animation stuff and all that more, but I really can't. Like I said, this is only like 20 seconds long, I think, right? No, 27 seconds long. And actually they talk about the actors who are playing in here and all that, which, by the way, just feels pointless because we already know who the actors mostly are, except for, Fiona and Shrek's daughter here, Felicia, who is now probably definitely a teenager. I will say I don't mind her design too much. I will say that she does look kind of nice, but still I definitely basically this whole short though is about actually I don't even know what it's about really. I mean it's showing off. I guess it's poking fun at TikTok and all that, but I'm like. I mean, again, what's the point? What's the point of the short? And all that? Just to show a teaser and all that. I mean, like I said, Shrek has done this stuff before, but this just feels very rushed and pointless too. Now, I'm gonna say this too. I don't want to judge the movie yet off of this because I don't think this is part of it. I think this is just a pop, because Shrek's always made pop culture references. They've always done this, and like I said before, a couple times already throughout the video, they've done this in the past too. They've some of the movies came out, they've done this. So I don't want to judge it too much, but yeah, I hope that they actually fix the animation and make it look better, because this looks bad. This looks really bad. And not only fix the animation, but they can fix the animation, but they could also make the writing better too. I mean, I guess to be fair though, they were doing it for 27 seconds, which is not a lot, but you could have made it the short longer. Or what you could have done is you could have had maybe the mirror and all that could have had Shrek, and talk about his new movie coming up, breaking the fourth wall, talking about his new movie coming up, and have Donkey in there annoying him, and then Fiona comes in there, and then we see the kids and all that, because here we only see one Felicia, we don't see the other kids. So we only see one, which I don't really know why we only see one kid. My guess is maybe because, maybe it's her. Maybe it's just the short's just focusing on her. Maybe because it's that's what she's into. I don't know. But I'm really hoping that they really don't go this route of making, you know, a whole, like, movie about freaking about, like, TikTok and all that. Like, I really hope they don't do that. Especially because Shrek takes place in medieval times. You know, that wouldn't make any sense. But I don't think that's what the movie's gonna be about. Like I said before, I don't think it's just a little. It's supposed to be a funny short, but clearly it's awful and looks bad. I don't think this is what the movie's gonna be about. We don't really know what it's gonna be about. I also know we're supposed to be getting a donkey movie too. We're gonna get a donkey movie, which I don't know how that's even gonna work. Honestly, I don't know how that'll work. Unless maybe they might do what they do with Puss in Boots. Maybe they might have an origin story, you know, showing how Donkey ended up with Shrek. Because in the first Shrek movie, we see he's randomly captured with the fairy tale creatures, but I don't really know. I don't know how they would do that, but I'm kind of curious. But like I said, I wouldn't judge it too much yet. Like, I would let the trailers come out and then see how the movie is, you know, because then you can kind of get an idea of what we're dealing with. And like I said, it could be good. We don't know. Like, I know when Kung Fu Panda 4 came out, though, I know people were very split on it. I was one of those people that was not really looking for. I mean, wasn't thinking it was going to be bad or anything, but I was like watching it, and I'm like, well, I mean, I was going to go watch it in the theaters, and like, so it's not like when they made trailers of other movies. Like, I actually was looking forward to that one. Like I was looking forward to seeing what they were going to do, because they wrapped the story up in, you know, Kung Fu Panda 3, But yeah, I do feel like there's a point in time where you just need to stop making these movies. And Kung Fu Panda is the same way, especially now they're going to be freaking making more of them. Yeah, they're going to be making a 5th one and a 6th Kung Fu Panda movie that are coming out and all that. Yeah, I'm like, I don't know. I'm like, I mean, if they want to keep the brands alive, that's fine. But they don't need to be making more movies. I think they need to, they could make like shorts. Like, you know, it'd be cool. Like, especially with Shrek. Give us a St. Patrick's Day Shrek. Especially Shrek's green, right? Shrek's a green, you know, and all that. Like, they could have like a little mini short or like a 30-minute episode, like, you know, they've had in the past with, like, you know, with the ghosts of Lord Farquaad and all that. You know, they could do that. Maybe like there's a leprechaun or something. Like, there's a leprechaun there, like, causing mayhem or something, and maybe it could be, like, a short or something, and maybe the leprechaun is pranking Shrek in his swamp, and he ends up getting him back. They could do a St. Patrick's Day short. They could do that. Or they could do an Easter one. I don't know, Easter probably wouldn't be as funny, but they could find a way. They could do that. I don't think they could do a 4th of July one. I mean, they could, but honestly, Shrek's supposed to take place, I think, in the medieval times or something like that. I'm actually not sure when Shrek takes place. I think it's definitely older, though, because we have, like, you know, carriages and all that. But they could do a lot more fun stuff for this, instead of trying to milk the franchise dry by making, you know, multiple movies, you know, like, I don't think they need to stop making Shrek, or, like, even Toy Story. Like, they could make Toy Story, but they don't need to be, like, making freaking a 5th Toy Story movie either. They need to stop. Like, I mean, I will say, in my opinion, Toy Story 4 was bad. A lot of people actually like it. Unlike Shrek the Third, well, Shrek the Third, I can defend and say I actually like Shrek the Third. I don't think it was great. I had problems with it. But Toy Story 4 was bad and all that, but it actually had a good idea, but it didn't execute very well, and all that, and I don't know how the 5th Shrek movie can be, but I'm like, they could do the same thing. They could just make mini movies or shorts, you know, to keep the franchise alive. I mean, they can do that stuff. They don't need to, like, do this all the time, you know. Now, to be fair, though, they can age the kids up. Like, it looks like that's what they're gonna do. They're gonna age the kids up there, but But like I said, you can only go so far. And with Shrek, they can actually tell more stories. They made the final chapter, but I don't feel like it was a wrap up. Where Toy Story 4 felt like it wrapped the movie up. And all that. And I will say I feel like it was very sloppy and all that, and very cringe at times. But they did wrap up it, all that. And I feel like what they're gonna do in the 5th movie is they're gonna bring back Woody and all that. And it sounds like they're gonna mess everything all up again, like where they could just end it there, and make shorts or something. I mean, they did that after Toy Story 4. I hear they made shorts. Haven't seen any of them, but I've heard they made some. So I don't know. I mean, like I'm just saying, like I feel like making more and more movies. I mean, I'm not saying that these can't always work. Sometimes some movies can have multiple multiple sequels and be fine, but then there's most of them that just can't do it, and they're gonna run into a course. Ice Age, it's the same way. It ran its course, and Collision Course. Yeah, it actually ran its course there. And then oops, sorry about that. I don't know what happened there. Sorry about that. That's not real. I don't know what happened there. Sorry, I didn't mean to click that. That was an accident. But I don't know. I'm just kind of saying. I don't want to say that again this movie will not fail. But I don't really have a bunch of hope for it. I don't think it's gonna be as bad as some of the Disney sequels that they made. But I don't think it's gonna be as good either. I think it's gonna. I mean, like I said, it could be good, but I don't have a lot of faith in the 5th Shrek movie just because they've kind of made 4 of them, and I will admit that the 3rd and 4th one are not as good as as good as the first 2 Shrek movies, but they still had moments I liked and all that. And like I said, I like Shrek the 3rd. I know a lot of people do not, but I liked it. I've had people even say, I've had some people say there was nothing good about it. And I'm like, there was good stuff about Shrek the 3rd. I mean, they had the whole, fairy tales, princesses team up and fight. We had that. That was pretty nice. And then we had, moments where, we see Shrek, concerned about having kids so we can at least relate to it and all that. So there were some moments that were nice. I do think the writing was a bit more cringe than that, but like I said, I did a whole review on that movie. If you guys want to check that out in the description. But yeah, I don't know. I don't want to say this movie again's bad. I don't want to say that. But I will say, yeah, that this trailer was. I mean, it was bad. It was really bad. I did not like it. But at least it was only 20 seconds long, or 27 seconds long. It wasn't very long, so that's good. But anywho, guys, I'm gonna go ahead and actually let it go here. I don't have a lot else to say. I don't know when this will be uploaded because I have other videos I have to upload. I'm already at 59. I'm already at 59 minutes too. I mean minutes of a percentage on my clock too. So yeah, my phone is getting low on battery here. I need to replace the battery for it. I'm gonna have to order one. The problem is the ordering part's not gonna be the problem. It's gonna be getting it on. That's gonna be the problem. Because I'm trying to get the battery out and all that. I mean I think it's possible because they make batteries for it, but I mean they wouldn't be selling them on eBay and all that weren't the case, but they're actually not too expensive. But like I said, trying to get it off there is going to be kind of hard. But yeah, I don't know. But I'm going to go ahead and actually let things go from here. So again, tell me what you guys think about this and all that. But I'm pretty sure a lot of people do not like the teaser trailer, and I don't blame them. But like I said, I want to see what you guys think about Shrek 5. Do you at least have some hope for it? Or do you guys think it's going to be absolute dog crap? Because I'm kind of not sure what to think about it. I feel like there's more to tell with the story. Where, Ice Age and Toy Story felt like they kind of wrapped everything kind of up. And then like Ice Age 5 kind of felt like it repeated Ice Age 4. It repeated Ice Age 4, and then like we had the same problem with Toy Story. Like it started Toy Story 4 didn't really repeat a lot from Toy Story 3, it felt like, but they really screwed things up, in it by making the characters unlikable and all that. And the animation, I felt like was hit or miss in it. I mean, a lot of people say it was really good, but I felt like it was hit or miss, especially what they did to Andy's design. Like, it looked really bad. It's kind of like with Shrek here. Like, that's what I'm so surprised about, too. Like, I mean, I'll actually let the video go in a sec. I just wanted to point this out. Yeah, a lot of people actually didn't point. I mean, there were some people that pointed out Andy's design, but a lot of people actually didn't do that. Like, when they made Toy Story 4, a lot of people actually didn't point out, because I think there was a trailer showcasing, Andy in it, and they didn't point that out, but here they are. And I mean, I'm not really trying to trash on people, I'm just saying, like, a surprise there, but yeah, I will say it was definitely not very good there either, but at least here, they look the faces look semi, to the original characters. Well, except Donkey and Pinocchio's, they look really bad. But also, I forgot the meter on the wall guy too. His face looks bad too. But Fiona and Shrek and all that, and they look close to what they did before, but they don't look great either. But like I said, that whole thing with Fiona's arm and all that felt like it was all messed up and all that. But yeah, like I said before, I think it was made by AI. Like, I don't like using that word, but I feel like it was definitely made out of AI, and I hate that. Like, I wish they would freaking not do that and like get actual people to freaking animate the crap. Because basically it's just gonna feel like the whole robots taking over the world thing, like you saw on TV and all that in the past. And I bet your parents were like, "Oh, it's not gonna," like, telling their kids, it's not real, it won't happen, don't worry. And, it won't take people's jobs and all that. It feels like that's exactly what it's doing now. It's taking people's jobs, it's, like, getting very smart and powerful. I'm just saying, like, I'm kind of scared. I mean, I use technology, like my phone and all that, and I'm kind of scared to, like, honestly, what we might have in the future, but I don't know, but like I said, I mean, I mean, people can also go and find other jobs somewhere else too. And I'm not saying I want people to lose their jobs, but unfortunately, that's kind of the world we live in. Because it's not just DreamWorks, Disney, and other studios are doing the same thing. And they're getting rid of their employees and replacing them with AI and all. It's a cheap out and all, and that's just making crap worse. Because even if you replace them with AI, you have to program the AI to do what the people say, which is not going to work out very well. And even if you get the AI to be smart enough, well, they might be able to tell some stories here, but some of these companies, out there, like Disney and Warner Brothers and all that, are like out there, like, well, I don't know about DreamWorks. DreamWorks doesn't seem to be controlling people as bad what they can do and can't do. I could be wrong there. It's mostly their writing, it's hit or miss, but they can get it to be smart enough where it can actually write, Shrek and make it similar stories. That's possible, but then there's writing at, like, there's studios out there, like, where it's not gonna do any good because the bosses here are ordering the like, let's say the AI gets smart enough where it can actually function like an actual human being. It's still gonna, have to listen to the actual bosses, or they'll get fired too. Like I said, I mean, that's the thing though, like, AI is it's not gonna do anything. It's just gonna create more of a mess. Maybe not right now, but in the long term it will, and that's the problem. But, I mean, especially they're gonna try to cut costs by doing this, and I'm like, you don't need to cut people and all, just make good crap people want to watch, instead of, like, doing all this, I get, we live in a world where we've had the COVID-19 and all that, which affected some stuff, but it shouldn't affect the Hollywood studios too much, because they've gotten a lot of, billions of dollars, and they were still able to make stuff when all this was going on. Well, restaurants and stores couldn't make any money because they were closed down. I mean, they could have, like, ordered stuff and all that to come, but they couldn't do a lot. Like, where, like, you know, like, stories and all that could have been produced from the computer and all that, you know, like, people could FaceTime each other and all that, you know. So I feel like they didn't get affected as bad as stores and all that, but yet they're out here replacing people and all that, and that's just going to affect more people. And that's like I said, I don't like it. I think it's awful, but that's kind of what we were dealing with. But I just wanted to kind of give out my little bit of opinion there and all that. But yeah, I think the AI is just going to end up getting worse and all, but we don't have to always use it. I mean, I'm not going to say you should completely not use it, because sometimes it could be useful. You know, like, I mean, I've heard people out there say, you know, they use it to, like, because they can't speak very well. I've heard people say they use AI because they can't actually talk. But I wouldn't recommend, you know, letting it control your videos or content and all that. I would try to keep as much control of it as possible, you know, if you can. I mean, if you struggle with it, some stuff, maybe yes, but I wouldn't recommend it doing everything for you. That's not a good thing. That's what we want to avoid, because that's the problem. But I think we're still pretty far away from this disaster, but like I said, I think it's going to get pretty bad here in the future. It could get really bad, but we'll just have to see. But anywho, for real this time, I'm going to get going now. I know this is a long video just talking about Shrek, but it's getting kind of crazy with Hollywood and AI and all that, but like I said, I don't want to say this actually 100% is made by AI. Well, sorry, oh God, I can't speak. Sorry, by AI. There we go. But I feel like it was, because it looks very like I said, the models look off, and Fiona's arm, like I said, she's got spots on her arm. It looks like it's supposed to be from a dress or something and all that. But I don't know. But I'm gonna go ahead and let things go from here. So see you guys later. Bye bye.